everybody, Josh here. Just wanted to give a quick review, or my initial review, on the new Gaspari Nutrition Superpump 3.0. I kind of mentioned it in my other video. I don't know if anybody watches my Path to the Brown Belt series that I'm doing right now. Anyhow, so here it is, Superpump 3.0. I got the watermelon flavor. The jar's a little bit bigger than I had anticipated. I hadn't really seen a jar in comparison to other products, or just being held in someone's hand. I've only seen pictures. So anyhow, let's get down to the supplement facts really quick. Serving size is 1 scoop, which is 11 grams. There's 36 servings per container. We have our vitamin complex. You get vitamin C at 100 milligrams per serving, niacin at 50 milligrams per serving, vitamin B6, 2 milligrams, vitamin B12, 35 micrograms. Then they have 3 different complexes here. The first complex, Nitro Strength Complex. You have creatine monohydrate as Creapure, 2,500 milligrams, so half of the clinical dose, or the accepted dose of 5 grams. So obviously they're looking to have you use 2 scoops at a time, ideally, in order to get the maximum benefits. But continuing on with the ingredients. Next is inositol arginine silicate, or nitrosogene, which I pulled up the website for. Nitrosogene is the patent form of inositol. They say inositol stabilized arginine silicate, accepted by the FDA as a new dietary ingredient. Ideally, it's supposed to help with increasing blood flow, increasing blood vessel relaxation, and increasing nitric oxide in the body. So a lot of people, or from what I've seen, people have said that it has helped with pumps, vascularity. So that is something new that's on the market. I haven't seen anybody else carry a product with that ingredient. So I guess time will tell as far as how effective it is and whether or not people are getting good results. Next is agmatine sulfate at 500 milligrams. Oh, sorry. The inositol arginine silicate is at 750 milligrams. So again, agmatine sulfate, 500 milligrams. Then they have their amino fuel complex. Beta-alanine is the patented carnosine, 1,600 milligrams. And then we have leucine, isoleucine, and valine at a 2-to-1 ratio, or 2 to 1 to 1. So 1,000 milligrams, 500 milligrams, and 500 milligrams, respectively. Then we have our neuroenergy matrix, L-tyrosine, 500 milligrams, choline bitartrate, 305 milligrams. So those are thought to help enhance mood, help with focus. And then we have caffeine at 200 milligrams, and then black pepper extract, biopurine, I think that's how you say it, at 5 milligrams, thought to help with absorption of the other ingredients. The caffeine at 200 milligrams per scoop, I guess is good if you just want to do 2 scoops. If you want to do, or 1 scoop, if you want to do 2 scoops, 400 milligrams is kind of high. But considering that's the only stimulant they have in there compared to a lot of other products where they're using hyginamine or dendrobium, or I think there are a few other new stimulants out on the market. The amp citrate, I guess. So I've already used this product twice, one for a chest and back workout, and then one for a leg workout. As far as pump, I had a really good pump on my chest and back workout. I took 2 scoops about 30 minutes before workout on an empty stomach. Now I did feel a little nauseous, a couple of exercises in, and it could have been that I was just on an empty stomach. Yesterday I took 2 scoops before my leg workout, and I felt fine. I didn't feel nauseous at all. Overall, a nice, clean, smooth energy. I don't feel like I crashed off of it, even though it was a rather large dose of caffeine. As far as the pump goes, I didn't really feel a pump in my legs yesterday, but that could also be because I'm not training my legs as hard right now. I injured my knee in a jiu-jitsu tournament just a little over 2 weeks ago. So kind of rehabbing that and just taking it nice and easy. I'm still squatting. I did 3 sets of heavy squats, which for me heavy right now is only 225, which really sucks. But like I said, I just got to take it slow and see what happens there. And then I just did a couple of my rehab exercises. As far as upper body though, like I said, I got a pretty good pump. A couple exercises in with my pull-ups and my bench press, my rows and all of that. So overall, I like the product so far. As far as mixability, I think it mixes really well. I would say, there might be a few little grains there at the end. It does seem to coat I use a water bottle, I just funnel it into a water bottle. So it does coat the water bottle a little bit on the inside with whatever ingredient. It doesn't mix 100%. There's a little bit of foam, not a whole lot of foam. As far as the taste, it tastes absolutely horrible. It's not the worst tasting pre-workout I've ever had, but it's pretty damn close. And that's even with combining it. I'm also taking their Carnipure, which is a watermelon flavor, and that doesn't taste bad. But I mix 1 scoop of that, and granted it's a tiny, tiny little scoop, but it doesn't really help with the flavoring at all. So really bad flavoring. So that's why I'm hoping this works really well. I really like Superpump Max. I know a lot of people didn't in comparison to Superpump 250, but I never used Superpump 250, so I don't really have a marker for comparison. But I liked Superpump Max. It wasn't as full of energy as some of the other products out there, obviously. But I've kind of strayed away from using like the super stimmed out pre-workouts. I'm focusing more on just my strength building and hoping to enhance my jiu-jitsu with that, and going more towards athleticism and not necessarily being stimmed out of my mind to try and power through these insanely long workouts. Trying to keep my workouts to around 45 minutes, and then adding some cardio in there at some point during the day if I'm not training jiu-jitsu that night. So overall, I like the product so far. Like I said, I've only used it for 2 workouts, so at this rate of 2 scoops per workout, we're looking at 18 workouts. I work out about 4 or 5 days a week, so around 3 weeks of workouts used here. So I will get back to you at the very end and let you know my final thoughts. Until then, train hard, stay safe, and I will see you next time.